had a burns accident last October.
The oil was left to boil for an hour. The house started to fill up with lots of smoke, and I took the pot of oil and put it in the sink with water, and then it exploded onto my face. I suffered third-degree burns, and because my original skin was basically fried off, I had to get it debrided.
When I came home, I was like absolutely terrified because I had no one here. I joined a lot of Facebook groups, and that has been like a great blessing for me.
Okay, we actually met on Bumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, the first date, she rocked up and we went for coffee. It was like a 6-hour date in the end, and we ended up just talking for ages. We went for a stroll around Botanic Gardens.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of one another?
My first impression of you was like, yeah, like you had a very cute shirt on, the striped shirt, and also just really nice, and like it's just a very comfortable conversation.
From the first date, I could tell from like the lack of eye contact almost, and I kind of get it because I'm like usually a socially anxious person, or definitely was growing up, so I get it and understand, like I can read the signs, you know. And she was like looking at him and like looking away, and then kind of like covering her face and stuff.
Truthfully, I was a bit embarrassed as well because I had put myself out there very vulnerably with like a face full of scars. So I was definitely afraid. I had to wear a compression garment back then, and that was very scary for me as well. Not just because it's very uncomfortable, but also because it's very confronting and people tend to like say things about it. They'll be like, oh, are you gonna rob a bank or something? Yeah, which is kind of funny, but yeah.
Not at the time.
You know, not at that time, but yeah, it was just, yeah. One time I actually went to a bank and then like, they were like, can you take it off? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then when the uncle saw me, he was like, oh my god, sorry. Because my skin grafts back then were very different. And I think he felt really bad that, yeah, he asked me to take it off.
From the start, she basically said, I'm not sure if I want to get into a relationship because I said I'd go through recovery on my own.
Yeah.
So she had like this resistance to a relationship for such a long time.
Yeah. In the beginning, I definitely did feel a lot more guilty than I do now. Like I still feel really guilty because sometimes I think, oh, I'm sorry, I can't be like a regular girlfriend to you. You know, I'm not like, hey, let's just go do this at 2 p.m. when it's blazing hot.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I think that I came to understand that it is his choice to be with me as well, right? Like it's your choice to ride it out with me. So week by week, I feel like the walls came down more and more because like we just kept talking about it, and I was very honest about my shame and embarrassment. Oh my god, yeah, I think that he has played a massive role in my recovery, especially in the first 6 months. There was a lot of like physical pain and trauma to endure.
It's tough because she has to have surgery once every month.
Yeah.
She has a surgery, meant it's at least a week to 10 days recovery.
Yeah, it's very traumatic to see my scars being like burned again, because essentially that's what a laser does. It burns you all over again. And then I get this thing where I think that I'm never gonna get better because it just looks horrible again. And then he just pep talks me all the time as well. If I tell you now, I'm so ugly. And I think, like yesterday I was complaining about my chin scar.
Well, it's obviously you're gonna have your insecurities as a person, right? It's just a mark on your skin, right? It doesn't change who you are. It doesn't change like your appearance in any way, shape or form. It's just like a texture to your skin. I'm better at stepping back and just giving her a space now.
Yeah.
I always have to try and fix things straight away, especially if it's with people I love. I'm always like, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong.
Anxious attachment.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I have to fix this now. And like, as a result, I'm quite smothering. So like, especially that week after her surgery, I'm just like I'm here when you need me.
Space.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm here. Like if you need me, I'm here. But otherwise, do your thing.
Yeah. It's a constant process of learning about each other and then adapting and being aware of each other's needs and the way that we deal with things and conflict as well.
Like learning that like all emotions are equal, and just sitting with emotions too. Like when emotions come in, you don't have to react to it straight away.
People always say relationships are not easy, but once you find the right person to have a relationship with, they will be willing to really work hard on it. If you rely on your external appearance all the time, you're going to be very unhappy. And because not only does your physical appearance fluctuate all the time, if you keep chasing perfection, you'll never be happy.
Be more aware that like if someone is going to make a comment about your skin, like they do, for example, on social media, it's a projection of their unhappiness. It's a projection of something they're going through. It's not necessarily because they're a bad person, but it's more a projection of what they're going through.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
So if you can try and not take it personally, it's going to help with your confidence and feeling comfortable in your own skin, because you don't blame yourself.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think you have to remember that you're always a light when you walk into a room. And that sounds like corny as hell, but like you walk into a room and like your energy and your smile is like super infectious, and just the person you are like rubs off on people. Be confident when you walk into a room, because people are gonna like stick to you and like you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, mine's a bit shorter. So I think the first thing that popped into my head is that you can, like, I believe that you can genuinely do anything that you want, like, because you put in so much love and effort into what you do. And yeah, like, you are very helpful, and I hope that you will always remember that, and that yeah, you can do anything that you put your mind to.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.